Welcome, Aquarius, to your monthly love reading for August of 2018. So, breathe. We do have a tense month coming for you, but I feel the intensity that's there has been something that you've been waiting for, anticipating, and just want to be over. Especially if you've been sitting on pins and needles about what somebody else has been up to, what you've been up to. I feel like things is going to be clear for a lot of you, so that might be a relief, but we'll see. So, as we start out the month, I'm doing a different kind of approach. All right, and I feel like this is going to be cool for just the month at least. So we're going to look into the first part of the month. So the first week, I feel like a lot of you are stepping away from somebody. Now this could be you as well, where you were hiding some things from another person. You may have been talking to multiple partners. May have even had some issues with financial ties with another person that you dealt with, and they may have let you down. You could have let them down. I feel like something is coming out about somebody that has been talking to someone else. They've been dealing with someone else. You know about it now, and that's going to become clear to you. And especially with that eclipse in your sign, I feel like that did shine a light on a lot of stuff that you may have been kind of keeping under wraps, or kind of hiding from yourself and not wanting to see. And now it's like, boom, here goes the truth for you. So I feel like there's a big change or some kind of big shift that actually happens, a big breakup or something that causes someone to overreact. You might even find out that someone may be going through some personal things, multiple personalities. They could be dealing with some kind of traumatic experience, post-traumatic stress disorder, things like that could really bother them in some kind of way that they might be healing from. And also where some of you could have been dealing with someone who may have been trying to change your style, change who you are, before they were to be with you in some way. It could be like a soulmate where you two are completely different cultures, your background, the way that you dress, the way that you talk, the things that you listen to, and that could have been something that may have pushed your partner away or could have pushed you away. So that could have been something that's going on. So someone that may have been kind of holding on to someone that they were used to, and maybe you weren't someone that they were used to. So dibbling and dabbling with that particular person, I feel like some kind of truth is coming out clearly, and someone even from your past who you may have ran from, that person may have come back to you or something like that, or they will, and some kind of truth is coming out about someone or something like that. So I feel just be open to what might transpire in the first week of August for you and someone else, and some kind of truth is being revealed for sure. And I feel what does transpire is some kind of tears. The second week of August, I feel like there is emotional heaviness there. I feel like dealing with maybe an ex-partner or a wife who you may have been around. Sometimes these could be if you dealt with someone who you may have had sexual intercourse with and unprotected sex, and you may have gotten that person pregnant and you were not ready for it. They were not ready for it, but made a mistake by doing that, and you could have been intoxicated, or there could have been temptation. You may have had to have an abortion, or not move forward with the pregnancy, and that could cause a lot of tears. And maybe because that happened through some kind of when you were intoxicated, high, or whatever, those kind of things happen. That's for some. For others of you, it's just going through a divorce and separation from someone that you've been trying to hold on to, and vice versa. And it brings out a lot of depression, I feel, because there's someone who makes you feel guilty about a certain change and you're not liking it so much. So I feel like that might be on your mind for some. You might be not going through with the proposal, or just going through with the commitment right now. That could be very stressful for some of you out there. And I feel that the person, if you're dealing with somebody married in a relationship or getting to know, they could be very disappointed and saddened by the rejection that you could be feeling. So they could be led to drink. They could be led to overindulge in different things that might make them feel good right now. It could be different things that they might cling on to, which has them in a happier space. It could be porn, maybe addictions and things like that might please them now because you might not be around. So I feel like they might be very unhappy with what's going on here. So that is the second week of August. Now, as we move into the third week, now I feel for many of you, it's like you have to take other chances. If you were disappointed with someone or something, that happened, it's like you still hold on to it because you feel that that was the only person that you could be with. You were hoping things worked out with somebody, and you're not willing to take another risk or chance with someone else just yet because of what has happened with someone before. And I feel like this is part of you trying to get real with yourself, try to be patient, and try to allow yourself some time to build up trust in yourself, to maybe trust your intuition, even if it fooled you a few different times. If you can't trust somebody, there's a lot of different things that are going on with you and your particular situation, and sometimes you can't really, or because it's general, you can't pinpoint who it might be, but some of you have to relate that to what you are going through. I always say that everybody is going through maybe the same type of situation, but different scenarios. You could be on either side of the coin. So I feel like you have to, get away from this fear of a new start, of starting over, starting fresh, especially if you have been holding on to somebody who has been lying or manipulating you in some kind of way. I feel like they need to get themselves on track, trying to, after they kind of expose some kind of truth or you reveal some kind of truth, they're focusing on career. The third week of August, they're trying to get their financial bearings together, trying to be much stronger and more confident in that department, and not trying to have those bad spending habits that are there. So I feel like that's a good thing for them, and that's maybe where you need to focus at as well. If you know that you need to make some changes, it could be habits that you might have that you need to adjust. Because if something happens, if you don't like it, you might run into whatever could make you feel better at that time, which is not really good for you because it makes you do other things. So be aware of that, all right? And then towards the end of the month, you still have this energy of just shutting down. You're not receiving the truth. You're not letting somebody know how you truly feel, even if you're unhappy with the marriage or relationship. It's there, but it's just not the best. It's not really something you can really put your hands on. And I feel, yes, your partner, that particular person, might want to come see you. They might even be around you, and I feel like they want to offer you maybe reconciliation or to be in a relationship, but you maybe still getting over a past relationship or the past resentment from them that's coming from their part. It's almost like for some, they had some things that they were hiding, and now it's coming out. Okay, they deal with it. They know that they may have hurt you, and then they try to do a 360 and turn around and say, "Hey, I'm here. Now what?" It might not work like that because you still could be trying to heal from what has happened, what has been hidden, and this could be the other way around as well. But I feel like, and even for some of you, you have moved on from an ex-partner who is moving on. They're out and about, and they're in a relationship with someone else already, and maybe they propose to this person, they're getting married to them, or they're just starting a new relationship with them, and you're not liking that. Maybe you're in a relationship as well, and you might be a little bit jealous or just wondering what it's like to be on the other side with them. Did you make the right decision with someone else? That kind of thing could be running through your mind. So it truly does depend, but I do feel that some of you are trying your best to finish some unfinished business with somebody. So going through a separation and divorce is part of the process, and also waiting for the right time to open up to somebody else, or for the right time to tell that person that you might be waiting for to come and see you, or to be around you, to try to get to know you. When that time is right, you'll know it, you'll be ready for it. And I feel like it's still a process that's taking place, but there might be issues of you shutting somebody down that does want to come see you, that does want to invite you to hang out towards the end of the month, the last week of the month. And some of you might accept, but you still might not really talk and communicate to others at times. So you might be shut down, but you might even be around them. See what I mean? So that's going to be your reading for the month. All right, tons of love, lots of light to you, tons of healing vibes. I do wish you the best, and you can always let me know what you might be experiencing through the comment section, and I do hope that you did enjoy. So have a great one. I wish you the best, and you can always go to the website psychicloveheals.com to schedule something personally for you. All right, have a good one.